Hi guys, welcome back to Content Hour. This is officially episode 2.
Hi.
We have a very special guest today.
Hi guys, I'm Lauren. I'm so excited to be on here and to just talk with Emeline a little bit just about UMiami life and broadcast life.
Yeah.
And everything in general.
Lauren just recently signed with Day One and she's been posting on social media for a while. And she also goes to UMiami, and I know you guys are all obsessed with the University of Miami. So I thought, what better person to bring on and do our first episode with a guest with?
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited too. We are very comfy today.
Yes, we are.
On.
We have our water, popcorn,
There'll be
candle.
If there's some crunching in the audio, just ignore that, okay? Also, I live on the train tracks. I'm going to try to edit out if there's any trains passing by, but that just might be a part of it. We live in the city, so got to do what you got to do. Okay, so let's get right into it, Lauren.
Yeah.
So why did you choose the University of Miami?
I chose the University of Miami first because of its academics. It has an amazing broadcast journalism school, even though I initially didn't know I wanted to do that. But it's also a very diverse campus. I come from a Brazilian family, and something that I've always been looking for growing up in DC is finding that piece of me that I never had in Washington, DC. And when you walk onto the University of Miami campus, I just feel like I can listen to my right and just hear like a group of Brazilian people speaking Portuguese, or then just go and be with my sorority girls and my friends and just have that side of me too. Another thing is, of course, the beautiful weather. Like,
It's stunning here.
It's literally, I think the sun just makes you a much happier, radiant person. And if I was somewhere that was cold, I don't think I would be my 100% self. And I feel like being here brings out that side of me because I'm just literally because of the sun.
Oh, I completely agree. I mean, I've grown up in South Florida my entire life. So coming to Miami was always like, my parents always wanted me to go to Miami.
Right.
Because it was so close, and I grew up a Canes fan, obviously. But I think the weather, just like, I visited New York so many times during the winter, and I love it for a day or two, but it's brutal.
Wait, how was your visit? I remember that you went, like, what was it like?
It was super cool. So I mean, my boyfriend goes to school in New York, so I'm there probably once a month. But it was freezing. Like, when I was there in February, it was negative 17 degrees.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, we were going to like a few of the clubs there, and we were waiting outside the door, and we got into every single club that was hard to get into.
Right.
Because it was so cold outside and they felt bad.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
I feel like do you have any advice for me post-grad, like looking in New York, looking in Miami and other places?
Okay, so your broadcast journalism. I mean, I think obviously the New York market is like very competitive, but it's a great market to be in.
Right.
Depends like if you want to start off like behind the camera or on camera.
Right.
One of my good friends, Jordan, works actually at NBC. You'll be working with her this summer, so
yeah.
that'll be really cool. You know Jordan, not one of my good friends, one of our good friends.
Yeah.
But I think also Miami is just like such a blooming industry, and I think so many people are moving here now that I honestly, New York, LA, and Miami, I would say, are like the biggest cities to be in right now. But
for media especially.
Yeah, but like Austin's really great.
Yeah.
Austin's great.
Yeah.
Atlanta's great.
Atlanta, for sure.
Charlotte, I think, is a big one too. I don't know.
I've been very back and forth. I'm a junior.
Yeah.
But I, like you, think about my future a lot just because I feel like I'm always planning 10 steps ahead, like every day.
Yeah.
And so when I'm looking for a city, I'm looking for somewhere that I can not only be happy with what I'm doing, but just also like externally. I feel like I rely a lot on social connections and friendships and relationships. And so I want to be somewhere that like I have that and like I have that side of me. But then again, I can also build a career because for me, like balancing both is so important.
Oh, completely.
Yeah.
And I think also like we've been so blessed going to UMiami where we have the beautiful weather, we have the social life, we have like the college campus, and then we have all of the networking opportunities here, which you don't get in a normal college town.
Yeah. I also feel like Miami, I think it is becoming like the new LA.
Oh, it really is. Everybody's moving here.
Everyone from New York, everyone from LA. I feel like it's also just blowing up on social media.
Yeah.
You see everything. I see UMiami everything. I see Miami lifestyle. And I think that it's turning more and more heads. And I think that this is going to be like the next big
Yeah.
The
I
next big
completely
thing.
agree.
It already
literally-
is.
They
Yeah.
call us the influencer school now. I was talking to a few people in the marketing department for UMiami, and they're like, honestly, we're being called the influencer school, and we're just going to take advantage of it. And they're
Yeah.
doing like some really cool content creation campaigns. I was a part
Oh
of
my
something that
gosh.
I can't talk about yet.
Yeah.
But they're launching like this really cool thing sometime soon.
Mhm.
And they're just taking full advantage of like students being content creators and entrepreneurs.
Oh
like,
my gosh.
especially with Alex Earl. doing
Yeah.
Alex Earl. There's so many people that have grown their following. Alex Earl, Abby Gandel,
Yeah.
Xandra Pohl.
Yeah.
There's Nellie Johnson.
Yeah.
Like,
There's
I mean,
it is an influencer school, but also like we just have the environment to have that, I guess, name. Because
Exactly.
being in Miami, like you have the restaurants, you have the nightlife, you have amazing connections, you have so much content happening all the time.
yeah.
I always say I wake up stressed every single day here, not because I'm stressed about like what I have to do next, but just because the environment, like I said, there's so much to do.
Oh, yeah.
And there's so much content that you can create. You don't even know where to start.
I mean, this weekend is F1 for those of you who aren't familiar.
Yes. Yeah.
And I was just talking to Ashley. I was
Mhm.
debating, like, since it's my last week, I'm graduating next
Mhm.
week. I was like, I'm being presented a lot of cool opportunities to go to F1.
Right.
But also with that, you are missing out on a lot of college things, which
Yeah.
for my personal opinion right now, I'm like, okay, I probably should focus on my friendships that I have here right now and
Mhm.
the last, I guess, weekend in college. Versus doing that. But there are a lot of distractions here that
Yes.
you have to be really cognizant
That's
about.
literally amazing.
Yeah.
F1's like my dream.
It's super cool, but
My dream, but like I just love F1. That's what I mean.
I've never been. Okay, I've been to like I've toured like the NASCAR track in Daytona, but I guess that's
Yeah.
not even F1. That's
Yeah.
NASCAR. So
my
that's
family's
irrelevant.
My family's a huge Formula One fan.
Really?
Yeah, we're Ferrari fans.
Okay.
So I'm really excited for this weekend.
Are you going?
I'm going, yeah.
Oh,
I'm
so
going
maybe
with
I
my
sh-
boyfriend, and then I'm going with also my friend Sophia. So I'm really excited.
Oh, maybe.
But
I
it's
need
just
to
like that.
rethink.
Like there's just so
Yeah.
many distractions. So I'm already thinking like, okay, so my outfit of the day,
Yes.
like why I like F1, how I got into it. I'm just thinking of like these stories that I can be able to tell
Yeah.
to create that content. There's so much going on.
So talking about content, actually,
Mm-hmm.
how did you get into creating content on social media?
So I actually have always wanted to do social media, but I think in high school, growing up in an area where it's not the biggest thing, like a lot of people are focused on other things, which is just as important. I kind of never was my full self online. And so I think it never really showed. I did a lot of Musically. Like in middle school, I got featured 3 times.
No way.
Yeah, and so that was like the coolest thing ever. But I really got into it. It was my freshman year when one of my Halloween videos went viral.
Yes, I remember
Yeah,
that.
I was
We'll put it on the screen here.
I was Karen Smith for Halloween, and I didn't think that it was like a crazy costume, but I had a really specific creative idea I wanted to create, and my roommate at the time helped me film the video. And then I just posted it. I was like, oh, this is so cute. I'm just going to post it. And literally within 24 hours, I think it reached a million.
It got. I,
It
feel
did-
like
I think it reached
like 3 or 4 million.
I think
Yeah.
it's like 8 million views or like 3 or 4 million, something,
crazy.
maybe a million likes. I don't even know.
Yeah.
But I didn't even know that was possible. I would post on TikTok just to post with my friends, like a cute little thirst trap or like
Yeah.
a cute little, what are we doing tonight? But I didn't even know that getting that much engagement was possible. And so it gave me confidence in knowing that, oh, if I actually take this seriously and if I actually present myself creatively, like this could work, especially with doing broadcasts. I was like, if I show myself reporting in the most creative way possible, like maybe I can also find an audience who also cares about what I'm doing and also find other people who are connecting with me too.
For sure.
Because I think it just takes that little confidence boost. And when I was posting that TikTok, I remember thinking like, is that something weird to post, like me as Karen Smith and then showing me turning around and it just being like, the backwards
Yeah, the
K?
K,
Like,
yeah.
is that weird? Are people going to think something of it? And then it did so well and it gave me that boost to just keep going. And then every year it's kind of become a thing where I post on Halloween and I come up with my costumes like literally a year in advance just so that I can have that creative side again and post it again and just showcase people what I've been doing. And I think it's also been doing well on Halloween. And then I've
yeah.
also been doing point of views with my friends. I do a lot of that. posting with my friends, just like the first night out in Miami, the last night out at UMiami.
Yeah.
Or I'll also do a lot of story times. Like recently, I've just been doing how I've been getting into reporting, especially since I want to start taking it more seriously. I've been doing a lot more just telling about myself, but I also find that telling people like relatable content of like what you can do to better yourself or what you can do and like applying it to them also does really well. So I do a mix of everything.
Yeah. And I think it's cool how you also show the side of being a college girl, but also are very professional and well spoken and are achieving your goals. Where you're welcome. Well, I think there's a lot of people that just post on social media for the views, and that's obviously not what you're doing, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of girls that just like post the thirst traps and stuff like that, but I think if you figure out how to capture it to help propel your career, there's so much good in that.
It's like I'm always posting thinking like, how is this going to help me like in 5 years?
Yes, exactly.
Like I'm always like, how is this, like we talked about earlier this morning, like a portfolio.
Yes.
I want to be my portfolio when I'm applying out of school, or even if I'm just doing my own thing. It depends on what I'm doing. Like I want someone to go to my page, connect with me, and just also be like, okay, we're in this together. We're also trying to build our careers. Like we're also trying to navigate college life and just connect and like have that same sense of like, we're in this together. And so that's why I post. Like, and it's also just because I love it so much. Like when you have a passion for it and like enjoy making videos, enjoy editing, it becomes natural. And like your passion shows. And so that's why I've just kept going.
Yeah. And have you ever received any criticism or feedback from either people you care about or like just people at school that has made you ever rethink posting?
I always see the shares. I try to brush it off, but like it does sting, of course. But it's also like, why am I doing this? Like I'm not doing this for people to just send it and speak poorly of me. Like I'm doing it for my personal goal that I have. This is my goal and I'm doing it because I want to achieve that so badly. You can speak poorly about me, but I'm sorry, I'm not thinking of you. There's so many people out there who are also in the same boat and like aren't spending their time sending other people's TikToks into their group chat.
If you think about the fact that Alex Earl was posting on social media for God knows how long, like since high school.
Yeah.
And she's turned that into a if like dare I say like $100 million brand at this point. She has done so well, but people talked badly about her before, I'm sure.
What about you? Like, do you ever feel like...
Oh my gosh, all the time. Like I've had like friends make comments like, oh, I would never post something like that. But I think people started seeing how much money I was making on social media and the opportunities that I was receiving. And it like, there was a point where I did care and like I would post stuff and then take it down because it would get one share and I'd get like really like nervous about who was sending it. And then I saw like the same people that used to talk badly about me in high school, like still looking at my story and like, I don't know. I think that the pros are outweighing the cons now. And like my dad even just created an Instagram account so that he can look at my Instagram.
Oh,
yeah. My dad is
my
like
gosh.
super anti-social media.
Yeah.
And I got a random follow request.
Yeah.
And it was like from an account that had my dad's name. And I texted my dad, I'm like, because my dad always said he would never start an Instagram.
Yeah.
And I texted him, I was like, Dad, like, did you create an Instagram or is somebody impersonating you? And his bio was me, my mom, my sister, and my brother's name. And I was like, it has to be him. And he was like, yeah, I just wanted to follow so I could see everything you're posting because I can only see it from your mom's phone and I want to be able to see it from my phone.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And like a dad doesn't, I feel like so many dads don't have Instagram. And the fact that he wanted to like go see you and everything that you're doing online.
Yeah. And I think like my parents used to be, I was not allowed to have an Instagram till I was in till I didn't have an Instagram until I was 16 or 15 or 16. And I wasn't allowed to have Snapchat until 6th grade. And TikTok I didn't get until I got it in like 6th grade, but I wasn't allowed to post on it. I was only allowed to create videos and like keep them private for myself. And then, but my parents were always very like weary of social media. And I don't know, something inside of me just like always wanted to post, and I wasn't allowed to have my Instagram on public. But then one day in high school, I was just like, I'm making it public. I don't care.
Yeah. Do you feel like there was also a moment for you that made you think like, okay, I can maybe do this?
I mean, I would say, I'm taking these off. These keep sliding down my face. Sorry, guys. The first moment when I was like, wow, this could turn into something was I was in high school, I want to say. And I started getting emails about like PR.
Right.
And I mean, this was a big reason why we started Campus Creator Club, but like I didn't know if they were legit. I didn't know what to do. So I just like wasn't answering them because I just kind of assumed that they were fake. And then I kept getting more people reaching out to me. And I got my first brand deal, I think like maybe it was actually my freshman year of college. And I was working with this company. It was like an activewear brand or something like that. And they sent me the budget and I was like, oh, I had no idea that I could be making this much money on social media. And so I started doing it. And that was a really like wow moment. But I would say like my freshman year when I came to UMiami, and I'm sure the same thing happened to you, like my TikToks absolutely blew up.
Right. Yes.
And I wish I had been more consistent about it freshman year because I got bad feedback. Like people were making fun of me and calling me the TikTok girl my first week at UMiami.
Okay,
so I kind of
like, Alex Earl was a TikTok girl. Look at her now. Yeah.
Well, that's like kind of when she blew up too. But I had like a few videos that blew up, and I heard like a rumor about me that I was like the TikTok girl, and then I just stopped posting. But I wish that I'd kept posting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what do you think has driven you to not like think of things like that and just to keep going?
I think also your prefrontal cortex?
Yeah. Frontal.
My frontal cortex or whatever this is. My frontal lobe has developed. My frontal lobe has finally developed, and I just completely stopped caring what anybody thought of me. Yeah. Like I will post on my stories super casually right now on my Instagram and just be like, this is my banana bread. Here's a picture of my banana bread or something like that. Because I've now realized that like the more relatable you are to people and the more casual you are on social media, the more people are going to connect to you.
Yeah.
And I think when I stopped caring, like I would say honestly, like 6 months ago,
right,
I've grown so much. Like I just hit 19,000 on TikTok and 10,000 on Instagram, which is crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That you literally like, wait.
Yeah.
You've literally like just from being, how do you think you've been like so much more yourself online?
I think Campus Creator Club actually has really helped.
Really?
Because, well, I just think that like for backstory, like I came into Campus Creator Club was originally Drift Marketing. And then we were like, we need a community. Like we need to have like that connection with the people who are doing the campaigns. And I also realized that nobody knows what the heck they're doing.
Yeah.
Social media classes at UMiami, they're getting better, but all of the social media classes that I've taken up until this year, I'm in one class that actually is pretty great. But before that, they were just talking about the brand's point of view. They were never talking about the creator's point of view. Nobody knows what to charge. Nobody knows how to protect themselves. Like, I'm sorry, like companies like that are completely taking advantage of young girls for free marketing. And like, I didn't realize that was not like the right thing to do. Social media is growing so much now that there should be more education about it.
Yeah. I think I've been trying to get more into social media classes because for me, I just get all of my social media education online, like on TikTok, or I'll just ask my ChatGPT a lot of things.
Yes.
It's like my best friend.
I love ChatGPT.
And I'll just be like, okay, I try to be as authentic as possible, but I'm also like, there's a reason that video didn't connect with people, you know?
Exactly.
And I'm like, how can I better my video or edit my video better so that it connects with people more authentically?
Yeah.
And I find that I see myself just relying on a lot of the internet's advice. And so I've been wanting to get more into like the classes that UMiami has to offer. Next year, I think I'm doing a social media class. I think I signed up for it. I don't know.
I'll send you the class that I took this year because the teacher was really great. And it was a lot more helpful from the creator point of view.
Right.
Because like legally, like there's a lot of where you're lucky now, like with like having an agent that you're able to be protected from that aspect. Shout out Bella.
I'm so happy that I signed with an agent. Or yeah.
We love Bella. We love
I know. Hi Bella.
Hi Bella.
Hi Bella.
We're actually seeing Bella tomorrow.
She's
in
are?
Miami right
Is
now.
she coming back? Wait, she stayed? Oh my gosh.
We're filming a Sip and Spill episode with her tomorrow.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't
I didn't
fun?
know she stayed.
Yeah, she stayed until Wednesday.
Hi Bella.
Wednesday or Thursday. Hey girl. But I think just like having an agent is such, when you're ready. I think we've noticing this obviously from a lot of people reaching out to Day One, which is crazy that like there's so many people that want to be a part of our community. But like actually, let me go back on that. There is a right answer for when management is needed. But I think also there's like a gray area that a lot of people don't understand, that like when you're taking on an agent, that's a lot of responsibility too.
Yeah. It is. And it's like, why I wanted an agent and why I was looking for one is because the exact same thing. Like I found myself receiving so many emails about PR and working with brands that I've always dreamt of working with, but I didn't know how to balance it and I didn't know how to budget myself and I didn't have the ability to just sit down and communicate with them all the time. Like I have so much going on. Like I have to do reporting, I have to do school, I have to be a good friend, a good girlfriend. Like I have so many things
It's so hard
going on, especially here in Miami. And so I was like, how can I do this in a way that I'm still able to communicate with these brands while also having the help of an agent?
Yeah.
And so I reached out to Day One because I knew that Thomas had been doing such an amazing job with it. And I also, just like watching you online. And then I feel like ever since I've signed with them, it's opened, I said it before, but it's opened, sorry.
Yeah.
So many opportunities in the sense that like I've made so many connections and friendships, but I've also been able to work with brands that I literally never thought that I would have been able to work with ever. I didn't even know how to budget. Like I said, like I didn't know how to budget a post. I didn't know how much my content like was worth. Like I didn't understand it. And I think joining an agency also gives you confidence. Like it lets you know, like, no, your content is good. Like,
if somebody's willing to represent you, like they know that you have potential.
Exactly. It's a really good feeling when a brand reaches out to you and is like, we love your content. Like we would love to work with you. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I love your brand.
You want to work with me?
I was like, I love to work with you. You want to work with me? I was like, yeah, let's do it. And so just having that confidence too when you sign with an agency, like I think it also shows on your content. And
for sure.
Like you get it. Like I feel like you've been signed with Day One for how did you?
I've been with Day One, I think since October. But I'm in the same boat. Like I literally always feel like I'm drowning with so much to do, and I think graduating next week is going to be so great for me because I mean, another cool part about UMiami is that you do have all of like the connections and opportunities here, and I'm the type of person where I literally say yes to everything, which I'm learning to say no to things, but I also am really bad at structuring out my time. So like having Bella there to like kick me in the butt and be like, Emeline, like you need to submit this video, and I'm like, sorry, like I'll get it done. Like, I actually have videos that I need to film tonight that I was working on earlier, but it's nice to have somebody like in your corner vouching for you, and also like, and she's kind of like a mom, honestly.
She is. Yeah. Like looking out for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I honestly,
she cares.
This sounds silly, but I think you can like understand. It kind of feels like UMTV.
Yes.
In the way there's like someone looking out for you and wanting to see you grow and do like, well, like, there's so many aspects of UMTV, but like just having like that branch and like they're like helping. I don't know how to explain it. How like a mom
helping you grow. Yeah,
exactly.
Because I think like, I mean, people like, it doesn't matter if you're talented or not. Like you need support to be able to do, and you need somebody to tell you good job, and you need somebody to tell you you're doing great, or you can do better in this way.
Exactly.
And so I think that's also a great part about having an agent too.
Like having someone that just looks out for you.
Exactly.
I didn't know that I didn't even know when I signed, like with Day One, like I've always heard amazing things about it, but I didn't know how much like the team cares so much about the creators.
Yeah.
Like this past Sunday, we were able to do like a boat day with everyone.
I'm so upset that I missed it, guys.
I know. I'm like, she should have been there, but like you saw like,
it looked like so much fun. Yeah.
It's just everyone is always looking out for each other. I'll receive messages from Bella like all the time. Yeah. We have monthly calls all the time. I mean, every month we have a call, and she's just checking in just to be like, how are you? How is everything? I'm like, oh my gosh. So this is like,
you actually care.
You actually care. Or like just checking in like, hey, like, have you got that video done yet? Or, hey, do you want to work with this brand? They thought they would be perfect for you.
Yeah.
Or just even calling. Like, it feels like a very personalized experience.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Yeah.
And I think that, I mean, especially while you're a college student, it's nice to have somebody there to help balance everything.
Yes, definitely. Like just having that backbone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you obviously have been pursuing social media. What are your future goals look like? Because obviously you also are a broadcast journalism major. So have you thought about what you want to do post grad?
Yeah. So right now, I want to combine my passion for social media and reporting. Like I said earlier today when we had a fun sip and spill, I was telling Emeline about the rise of digital news and how all of the news outlets are turning more and more online to TikTok and Instagram.
It's so true.
Because our generation that's where they get their news.
Yes.
They're getting it through their feeds. They're getting it through random, like uncredible sources online. And I want to be like the person who's a credible journalist and is like, this is what's happening.
Yeah, unbiased.
Yes. Like, this is what's going on. Like, I would love to hear what you guys have to say in the comments, but like, I want to be like the person that is putting the credible news out there, because there's so much stuff that I'll just be watching like on TikTok and on Instagram. I'll just be like, what? Like, what is this? Like,
Yeah,
no,
what's
this
going
is,
on?
This is not how I think of like our teachers, like Professor Tuttle. She'd
Yes.
be like, that's not how you're supposed to hook it. Like, that's not how you're supposed to start it. And I'll just be like, no, like, this is not credible journalism. And so I want to be that person that is like putting that credible journalism online and for people to still look up to and to still see as like a credible outlet.
I think that's something that we really need right now too, because there's so many people, like I'll see people, like even AI right now, like
Yeah.
there's so many AI things that like my mom will send me or like different people, and I'm like, that's not real, that's not true. So I think that first off, like developing a brand that people like when they trust you and they turn to you for that,
Right.
and then delivering that news,
Yes.
like, is very beneficial.
It's so important. And
Yeah.
like, I think I see so many people now as journalists. I think we've heard this before, like influencers are becoming journalists, or like journalists are
Yes.
becoming, but like they are, but also it's like, it shouldn't be that, it should be that way in a sense, but it shouldn't be that way because there's so many people who put so much work into getting that credible journalism degree or that broadcast degree and who really, really know what they're doing. And so it honestly makes me kind of upset, like when I would see just like someone slandering someone's name online.
Yeah,
or
it's
just
crazy.
like girl on girl drama and someone just like, she did this, she did that. I'm like, no, that's not, this is
Yeah.
not credible journalism. People are feeding off of like this cancel culture, feeding off of
like
these
the Alex Earl, Alex Cooper stuff happening right now.
it's just like girl on girl drama. It's like,
Yeah.
no, these people are real people. You need to deliver this news in a way that like will not ruin these people's reputation,
No.
but that is right news.
Exactly,
You know?
exactly.
Not like she was wearing that, she was said this, supposedly this person said that. Like,
Yeah.
that's just what I want the future, my future career to be. Like, I just want to be that person that is giving out like what is right online.
I think that's the hard part of social media right now too, because people, like some people only care about the views.
Right.
People are willing to put anything out there, whether it destroys somebody's life or like slanders them or
Yeah.
anything, just to be able to get views. And I think that that's like a big problem with society.
Yeah.
Like you said, cancel culture. But I think also like it's gotten a little bit better.
It has.
I don't
it
know.
Has. It has. I think cancel culture has gotten
Yeah.
a lot better. I think that a lot of people are starting to see the impact that it has on a lot of creators.
So you rushed to sorority. What was your
Yes.
rush experience like when you rushed?
Oh my gosh. Sorority rush. I am such a nervous wreck when it comes to like my future.
Yeah.
And so when I was doing sorority rush, I was like, I would go to bed and like literally get 2 hours of sleep, not because of the experience. I thought the experience was amazing. Like you were amazing. And like meeting all the girls was just like
Yeah.
incredible. But just of the idea of like, am I picking the right place for my future and for my friendships? Like,
Yes.
am I doing the right thing? Like, I didn't see it as like a little decision.
It's a huge decision.
It's a huge decision. Like curating, not like just making sure that you're picking somewhere that is going to support you and like love you so much and just bring you up. Like that's what I
Yeah.
wanted to do. And I went through I had an amazing experience. Like
Yeah.
all the girls made it so amazing. You made it so amazing for me.
Aw.
And then I ended up going to house, like meeting so many people. But I remember at the end of the day, I was like, where are honestly like most of my friends going? And like, where
Yeah.
do I see myself in the end? Like where it was like,
It's such an
I'm most
individual
myself.
experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and so I ended up going T Phi, Delta Phi Epsilon,
The unicorns, right?
the unicorns. And then it ended up working out. Half of my friends are in Delta Phi Epsilon. So many of my bestest friends are in so many others.
Yeah.
And now looking back, it's so silly, but I think that freshman year when I thought it was like my world, it literally took such a toll on my mental space and like my head and my social life that I was just like, this is what I thought was like perfect. You know what I mean?
There's a downside and upside to UMiami sorority rush because it is in the spring. So you do get the chance to meet so many people first semester and kind of feel out like what sororities like what and like who's where. But I think for me, again, my frontal cortex has developed more recently. I think I focused more on like the popularity side of it, if that makes sense. Like, oh, like who will mix with the best fraternities and who will do whatever. And I think I focused less on the sisterhood of it. And I wish that I had focused on that more. I love my sorority and like I'm graduating next week, so I'll say it. But like I think that I could have found a better place for me in terms of like sisterhood.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're yourself when you're with people in your sorority, or like what do you wish that you could be more like?
I mean, I think like, okay, my big is one of my best friends.
Yeah.
My G big is one of my best friends too. I text them almost every single day, and I have the best sorority family ever. And my little is like my best friend too. She lives in like the same building as me.
Shout
But
out
I
Mackenzie.
think shout out Mackenzie, shout out Ken's. But I think that I don't know. I think also I'm just so over sorority stuff too, that I'm like,
we're so
done
past
with
the
it.
point, I think, in our lives that focusing on something like that, which is so big at a certain part of your life, it would be so silly. It's just like, I'm not thinking about chapter anymore. I'm not thinking about going out as much anymore. I'm thinking more about my life outside of college.
Yes.
And I think that even so, I always say this, I feel like sororities, especially at a school like University of Miami, it is a sorority, but it's also like, it's not like they're like, we're like sisters, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's more of just like, we're really great friends, and like, I really enjoy myself. Like, I love hanging out with you, but I think that if we were maybe in like a house or something, or maybe like if we had other events, like it would feel more like a sister, you know what I mean?
Shout out UMiami, get us some sorority houses, please.
I know.
It's ridiculous.
I wish we had sorority houses. Like,
can we talk about that? The fact that it's only the fraternities at UMiami have houses, and they take horrible care of them. They're disgusting. If the girls had those houses, they would be pristine.
They would. I would just wish you see the brotherhood that they've created and how close they are. And I'm
when
just
they're
like,
living with each other,
when you're living, like, you bond, you get to know each other on a much different level.
Yes.
And I just think that I wish that we had something like that, because I think that I would have resonated a lot more with my sorority.
I completely
these
agree.
past couple of years, but I think that just being able to go out with like my sorority sisters is amazing. But having somewhere that you guys can come back to at the end of the day and like debrief everything like as a sisterhood, I think is a lot more beneficial towards like the sorority and just like your friendships in general that you make in a sorority.
Yeah, I think like the pros of it are it's a lot cheaper than a traditional school. And I mean, it's not like super cliquey just to your sorority. Like you said, like half my friends are in SDT, half my friends are in DEEF. Like I have so many friends in Zeta, AV Pi, like so many different sororities. But I think the downside is that you do kind of lose that sense of connection that like I see a lot of my friends at the SEC schools having these big sorority houses. But then again, they're paying like thousands of dollars per semester.
That is true.
For those houses,
our dues are definitely nowhere.
Yeah, our dues, I think I can like say what they are. My dues are like $400, $500 a semester. So not horrible.
Yeah.
But I think like it does stink when you're not really getting much out of that too.
And when you're not really that involved anymore.
Exactly. Yeah. I did get to wear my sash for my pictures.
You
though,
did?
So, yeah.
The photos were so cute.
I'm so sad. I'm excited, but it's definitely weird that.
How is it being a senior and like looking back at my class or thinking like, okay, I was literally in your shoes last year and now I'm graduating?
I mean, honestly, I'm so ready to graduate.
You are.
Like, I'm at the point now where obviously I've been like working like not full time, but like very, very like a lot of hours every single week.
Right.
In addition to like modeling and then social media and like not enough hours in the day. And like something for me, like I like to prioritize working out, like spending time with my friends, and I don't have enough time for everything.
Right.
So I think that I'm really excited to graduate. And I think that, I mean, I was talking about it on TikTok today, but like I didn't thrive, or I didn't peak in high school. I didn't peak in college. I don't like want to say I'm gonna have a peak era because I just want to always be my best self, but I really think I'm gonna thrive post grad because I'll have a schedule and I'll have the availability and like big girl money, and my boyfriend is in the military, so like I'm gonna get to like have the opportunity to go stay with him for a week, which I could never do because he was at a military school.
And you're happiest. I feel like you are happiest when you work.
Yes, I love working.
Everything that you post online, it's like you're shining when you're working and you're going. Yes, burnout is so real.
So real.
And being able to balance working out, friends, a relationship is so important. But I think that you are going to definitely peak after college, just knowing how much you prioritize work and like your career.
I know. I think my cortisol levels are going to go down.
Yeah, definitely.
Let me tell you.
I was saying that the other day. I honestly, like, having a boyfriend who's a senior, obviously I'm like, I'm ready to graduate. Woo! Bye,
like, okay,
guys.
I'm out of here.
But like, I love the University of Miami, and like thinking about graduating is also like, whoa, I need another year.
Yeah.
But trying to balance wanting to work and then wanting to have friends, wanting to have a social life, wanting to do broadcast is impossible. You have to
impossible.
do one day is broadcast, one day is social, like one day is friends, one day is like it's impossible to do, and it just clogs up your brain so much. And so graduating is gonna give me like much more of a routine and much more of a structured pace.
Yeah.
And like not clog up my brain for everything that I have to do.
Yeah.
I know I have another year, but like when you say that, I think
it's gonna go by so fast though. I seriously feel like the first day of senior year was yesterday and it went by like this. And now that, I mean, I'm taking my last ever exams tomorrow. So like that's very weird, but I'm also like, thank gosh.
Yeah.
And I think like, again, since I've been working so often, I just get so much more out of working and doing things that like I've been working towards my career the entire time I've been at college. I feel like a lot of people I know are starting their careers now, but I've been working the whole time. So I'm just like ready for it, you know?
Yeah, definitely. Like you're ready to start that chapter.
Yeah.
You
and
said,
I think,
wait, yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry. I was gonna say like also like I think senior year I've really like recognized that like you have different friends for different things. And that took me a while because I think I always kind of just like expected that like all my friends should be like act this exact way and react this exact way. And well, I'm tripping over words, like act a specific way and react a specific way. And I've noticed that like there's some friends like that I've developed like in content creation who are like my content creation friends. And there's like, I have my going out friends and I have that. And that's been something that I've needed to recognize this year too.
Yeah, that everyone has a purpose.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, that I think that's also like a big part of, like you said, developing your
yes.
I'm still in the stage where like I'm like, okay, woohoo,
yeah,
everyone friends, let's go out,
exactly.
let's go have fun. And I think that once I realize that every friend is supposed to teach you something and you're supposed to teach them, it's gonna make like a huge difference because you're such a girl that like I know you like you love your social life and you love going out too, but your career is also so important. So knowing that you can have people by your side to support your career, but to also have the girls that are like gonna go out with you, and then also just having like your family and your friends and your boyfriend and all of those aspects is so important.
Yeah. Yeah. My long distance boyfriend. I love long distance though. It's the best thing ever. Cause again, like for me, like I'm just such a busy person. I don't think I would have time for him right now. Like honestly, love him. Shout out Carter. But also like he's in baseball season 2 right now. So like even if he went to school here, we would not see each other probably while he was here. So it's been great for us.
You're both so busy.
So busy. Like baseball is basically a full-time career for him, and like
you're both working towards something.
Exactly.
Yeah. When you're both working towards something, I feel like having a long distance relationship is so beneficial so that you guys can build that, and then at the end of the day you can just like in a couple of years, I don't know.
2 years.
Yeah.
Potentially moving to Austin. We'll see. Before we head out, do you have anything else you want to share? Any tips, any advice for anybody watching?
One piece of advice. I was actually thinking about that. Yeah. Just even after this speaking with you, I feel like my one piece of advice would be to, if you have something that you're like so passionate about, I would just say stick with it, and just there's gonna be so many days that it's so hard. Like I literally had like a breakdown like 3 days ago just because I was so frustrated with reporting and life after college or just the summer. But just knowing that there's a reason why you're doing this, like there's a reason why you started in the first place, and sticking with it and just doing little by little every day.
Yeah, it's all going to pay off.
Something that's helped me. It's all going to pay off.
Yeah.
And like everything works out. Everything's worked out so far. So I'm just hoping that it'll work out again in the future.
Yeah. I feel like sometimes I think to myself, like, I'm not doing enough. And I think that's the oldest daughter in me. I never think that I'm doing enough. And then I have to like sit myself down and be like, Emeline, like you've helped create a company. Like you have a big presence on social media.
You are
like,
doing so much.
Yeah, but I never think that I'm doing enough. But I think also like you have to look back at yourself 2 years ago and be like, wow, I've come so far. And how old are we? I'm 20. How old am I? Oh my gosh. I'm 22. Jeez.
I'm 21.
Yeah. We're 22, 21. Like, I think it's pretty cool to be achieving all the things that we're achieving at this age. And I think that you are going to do amazing things.
Thank
and
you.
I'm so excited to see how you grow the next year.
Thank you. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to see you too.
And I'm only going to be a train right away. I'm going to be in Miami, but I'm not going to say that on the internet. I'm not going to say where I'm living on the internet. Lauren is actually living in the SAE frat house next year.
I actually am. Yes.
She actually rented it out, her and her friends.
I did. Come, welcoming party for everyone.
Yeah, come say hi. But thank you so much for joining. This was so much fun, and we'll have you on again soon.
I'm so excited. Bye.
Okay, bye, guys.